Hello, everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to see that how we can convert a text to a speech with the help of the Python programming language. So converting the text to a speech with the help of the Python programming in that basic be using our library today, that is pyttsx3. Okay, this is a library that I'll be using throughout this project to convert out the text into the speech. Okay, so what I would just do, I would just go into the terminal here, and yes, I would start writing out the command for installing out that. So that's the spit. I would just write your pip install pyttsx3. This is a library which I want to install up, and I would just hit enter. Fine. What it will actually do, it will actually install that library. I have already installed that requirement already satisfied. But if you haven't done that until now, they can just install that onto your IDs. Right, and the id which I'm using here is the VS Code. Okay, great. I would just put out a comment, and even just write out the command. If you have just missed out the command, you can just copy it from this particular thing. This is a library. This is the command which you'll be using for installing this pyttsx3 library. As soon as I have installed this library, my next procedure and my next task is to import out this particular library. I will try to import, and that is pyttsx3 right here. This particular library, I'll be installing this throughout using it and importing it out. Okay, now, what I would just do here is start. I'll be taking out a variable, okay, and into that variable, what I'll be doing is I'll be initializing out this pyttsx3 library. Okay, I'm just initializing that particular library. So there are basically some libraries in Python, which we need to initialize before using them throughout our project, throughout our program. Just used to initialize our library. This Python 3 is one of them. Okay, so what I would just do here is that I would be just writing here. Let's say this is my variable which I had made out. Okay, I would just write what equal to, and I would just initialize that is pyttsx, and I would just write here in it that is basically the initialization of my pyttsx3 library. Now, what I would just do next here is that I will be making out a variable in that I'll be taking out the input from the user. That's okay. Enter the text that you want to convert into speech. Okay, so I could just simply write here, speech the variable, which I'm just taking out here, speech is equal to, I could just write your input. Now, why I have simply written input, why I haven't mentioned any of the data type before input, because in Python it is a rule that if we are not mentioning any of the data types actually, so it automatically takes that into the string format, right? And even this is the same thing which I as well want. I just want that whatever I'm just writing, that should be in the string format. So in that case, I haven't mentioned out any of the data types here. So input, and I would be just asking enter the text that you want to convert into speech. Let's say this is a sentence which I had just put out, right? It depends on you. Whatever you just want to put out, you can go ahead with that particular thing. Okay, now the variable in which I have initialized out my library that I'll be using out here, that the text underscore to underscore speech, output the dot and use function which is say, will basically help us to convert whatever the written text we are going to write out. It will basically convert that throughout the voice. Okay, the save function which will help you to do this particular thing, and inside the bracket I'll be writing out the variable in which I would be storing what sentence I want to convert it into a speech. After that, I would be simply writing here text underscore to underscore speech, and I'd be using here run and wait. This run and wait is basically my function which I'll be using out in, and why I'll be using out, because as soon as the sentence which I had written out, as soon as that has been converted into this page, so basically just exit out my programs from that particular thing. So as soon as I write out the sentence, so just run out that program, and basically you could just lay out that sentence and after that exit my program. So this is how I could just write out a simple program. I just written a very much simple program here so that it is not at all difficult for you to understand that how you can convert out the text to a speech. Now, let me just run it here. So it is saying that enter the text that you want to convert into speech.
Thanks for watching the video, and also subscribe to my channel if you like the video, then hit the like button.
You just heard that thing. This is the easy way where you can just write out this project, make out this program and convert any of your text into their speech, right? Basically you can just put out any of the text files here, and whatever is written to that text file, it will actually read out that same thing for you, right? So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.